Hey everyone, welcome. This is day 19 of my 20-day analytics journey, and today I'm sharing the final project I've been working on. I started with raw and messy data. I used Power Query to clean it. I built out DAX measures to generate insights. Then I created a dashboard in Power BI. Challenges? Definitely. There are so many. I'm actually 13 days behind schedule, but that's the reality of growing as a data analyst. It's not about rushing. It's about building something that works. So this is the final dashboard. I created a DAX measure for age group. And then this data consists of age range from 0 to 78. We can see confirmed cases of about 1,185 and about 1,243 unconfirmed cases. The total number of patients looked at in this study is 2,428 and the number of diseases is 10. The number of female under the study is 1,244 and then the male count is 1,184. The first column chart here shows the highest incidence of cholera, while the second one to the right shows the highest incidence of malaria by state. On the first chart, we can see that Abia State had the highest incidence of cholera and KB State had the highest incidence of malaria. I also determined the states with highest death rate due to cholera. And we can also see that Abia State had the highest death rate, followed by Sokoto. I went on to ascertain the settlement area with the highest disease occurrence, checking by the rural settlement area and the urban settlement area. From the pie charts, we can see that there are more disease occurrence in the urban settlement area than the rural settlement area. I went on to analyze the death rate in 2010 and 2018 and by what disease. And from the line chart, there were more deaths in 2010 than there are in 2018. And in 2010, cholera had the highest death rate of about 17. In 2018, Ebola was the highest disease that caused the highest death rate. I went on to identify the year with the highest meningitis occurrence. From the line chart, we can see that this study covers the period of 2008, 2009, 2010, all the way to 2018. And we can see that in 2008, the number of meningitis occurrence was 22 to 21 in 2011, went up higher a bit in 2012. Went up in 2013, came down 2014, went higher in 2015, 2016, it came down and it has been on the downside from 2015 down to 2018. Finally, I determined the age group that's more perceptible to diarrhea. And from the column chart as well, we can see that the age group more perceptible is the 0 to 10 years. So let's look deeper into this data. I would like to check how things are on the urban settlement area. And from this, we can see that the number of confirmed cases came down to 587 and 620 unconfirmed cases. We can also see that Sokoto, instead of Abia, has the highest incidence of cholera in the urban settlement area. We can also see that the death rate by year in 2010, comparing 2010 and 2018, has changed. So looking at the death rate by year, at first we realized that cholera had the highest death rate in 2010. But now in the urban area, we can see that Ebola actually has the highest death rate, whereas in 2018, cholera has the highest death rate in the urban settlement area. So with this, we can see exactly what happened. We can compare between the rural and the urban area to check which of these settlement area has more health issues than the other. Moving on to the rural settlement area, we can see that the number of confirmed cases is 598, unconfirmed cases 623, total of 1,221 patients count, total of 616 female count and 605 male count. Now looking at the death rate by year, we can see that new diseases were introduced in the year 2010 and in the year 2018. We can also see that Abia State had the highest death rate by cholera, followed by Sokoto, Borno and Imo State. We can also see that Kaduna has the highest number of cholera incidents. Rivers State and Kebbi State has the highest malaria incidents. Coming to meningitis incidents by year, we can see the upward trend from 2009 all the way to 2018. So meningitis incidents in the rural area has been on a high trend. So these are the insights gotten from this dashboard or this data set. Further recommendations and conclusions were included in my portfolio. I'll be dropping a link to the portfolio, or you can check my bio for the link for a detailed report on this data set. However, this is my final project and I am so proud of myself for coming this far. If you're on a learning journey too, keep going. If you're hiring or open to collaborations, feel free to reach out. That's all for this video, guys. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.